This is Jordan Tower with JT News.
Better.
I know. Now they're taking your shows and everything. Back then they weren't.
Everything, yeah. And we'll talk about that. We'll get.
We
it.
will. We will.
That too. Quick question, Wendy. What was the deal you brokered for Master P before the do or die situation in a Twister situation?
Oh yeah, let's get into that.
80-20 split with a $600,000 advance at priority, and P got to own the masters. He owned 100% of his.
Say that number again. 80-20.
Yeah, it was an 80-20 split with $600,000 up front. It was for Master P's first album.
Mm-hmm.
It was for TRU, and it was for Mia X. At the time, that was valuable.
That was unheard of as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely unheard of.
Yeah, they weren't giving an artist their own deal.
No, I think Priority didn't believe that rap was more than a fad. I think they thought rap was a fad, and that the value of P's masters was nothing. I'm guessing. You know, I argued on the other side of the desk, not on the Priority side, so I don't really know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
But I know that I was very surprised that they gave up the masters.
Because you knew the value.
Say it again?
You knew the value.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was a rap head. Remember, I was listening to rap since 1980, even though my taste was more lyrical. Like, my taste has always been more Raz-Kaz than Master P.
Right.
You know? Although I love all types of rap, and I work on the business side, not the creative side, so I care more about artists making money than I care about talent. And I know that's kind of a shitty thing to say, but it's the reality. I want to make sure that artists get paid what's fair, whether they're, Kendrick Lamar, who's super lyrical, or the Migos that are super party and energy,
Gotcha.
So for me, it's not, for what I listen to, I care about lyrics, but I care more about the artist getting.
Can I ask you a question more about the Master P deal?
Sure.
So, how did Master P find you, or you find Master P?
I had pulled a group off of Island Records called the Chameleons.
Okay.
And Chameleons with a K.
Okay.
And the one of the guys from the Chameleons, his name is Popan, who still raps, by the way. Popan's cousin was a guy named Tobin Costin, and Tobin was the guy that was running No Limit for Master P. And they were questioning whether the person that was bringing them into Priority was trustworthy or not. It was actually EA Ski's manager.
Okay.
And because EA Ski was already signed to Priority, they were a little bit nervous about somebody being signed to the label already brokering the deal, which is a natural concern.
Yeah.
It turned out that they were trustworthy. Okay. But it was a natural concern for No Limit to have, when somebody signed to the label and they're bringing you into that label, isn't there a little benefit there that might not be to your benefit? So they were a little concerned. They brought me in just to sort of make sure that everything was on the up and up.
Okay.
And again, it was an awesome deal to be part of. I mean, there were a lot of people part of that deal. It wasn't just my deal.
Right.
I'm going to talk about Cash Money a little bit later, which was just me and my lawyer. So that was my deal. You know what I mean? So I feel a little more
epic deal.
Protective. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. But after, let me take a step back because I'm leaving out some background here.
Okay.
After doing the deal for Creators Way, which was the label that Twista and a bunch of people were signed to, I then went on to speak on a panel in Detroit.